Hey everyone, today I've got your Paranormal Activity, The Ghost Dimension movie review. A new family moves into a house when a strange video camera was left with a box of videotapes, but apparently this video camera is special because it can apparently see all sorts of spiritual things and in like a spiritual dimension, so to speak. It also comes with, you guessed it, Paranormal Activity. As far as the story goes, this supposedly final installment, I'll be surprised if they actually keep to their word and decide to make more Paranormal Activity movies, and I feel like they have gotten worse since the series first started, and I consider them kind of guilty pleasure in a way, but that's taking that with a grain of salt. It's got a few storylines here and there, and it's got Katie and Christy returning to be completely mind controlled by that stupid, creepy coven that was led by their grandma, and I just feel like it just gets really strange since it feels like it's picking up exactly where Paranormal Activity 3 left off, and in this sort of weird parallel dimension. I honestly wouldn't say that I got into the story as much as the other Paranormal Activity movies, and it all sort of feels like a rehash of all the other movies that had come out, so I wasn't too surprised if, they tried to, maybe change one thing about this movie to set itself apart, but honestly, I wouldn't say that it really succeeded on that aspect. As far as the casting goes, there's just this family that consisted of a mother, a father, and their daughter. They seemed like a pretty decent family, but apparently somebody decided to mess with them, and that is why they are living in this house. Clearly, the house has got issues. They have to take care of their daughter, who is apparently befriending Toby, who everybody should be familiar with right now. This is why kids should not speak to strangers, because they're definitely prone to probably being possessed one day. And it just gets kind of freaky in a way, but not the scary kind of freaky. You would think that their acting was, decent, but honestly, it wasn't. It was just really laughable at times to hear them talk, hear them interacting in these situations, and I didn't even care too much for the uncle or the supposedly hot friend. I won't say anything that I liked about this movie because, to be honest, I can't like anything about this movie. I thought I was, but unfortunately, no. So the things that I didn't really like about this movie, it really just wasn't scary right off the bat. It was slow moving at first, like all the other Paranormal Activity movies were, and then as soon as the scary moments came on, it wasn't doing anything for me. The jump scares that were supposed to be that did not work, and it was just utterly atrocious to watch because the family was just kind of dumb at times. If you have this sort of paranormal situation, who are you gonna call? Not the Ghostbusters. You gotta call a priest. That's what they should have done in any of the other Paranormal Activity movies, but they did not do that. So at least they did that here, but I'm just saying, it's a long time coming. We had to wait for this. Seriously, get a whole battalion of priests. It would have taken out Toby lickety-split. I just could not stand any of the supernatural elements that just took me out of this film. Come on, a ghost dimension? What is this, the poltergeist? They didn't really get into that as much, and I kind of wish you saw stuff, but then it would have seemed like a rehash of any other horror movie I have seen. Like I said, Toby was not even scary. There may have been a reveal in this movie, but build up to that just left me thinking, this thing, that's it. I was not impressed. And this movie left me with more questions than answers, and I felt like there were a lot of missing pieces to this movie, so I was thinking maybe I should have rewatched the entire series, but then again, it wouldn't have helped, because this movie did not tie up any of the loose ends that I was hoping that they would talk about. continuing talking about movies that they've like sort of mentioned, where they were continuing on with like the third movie and even the fourth movie, but this just didn't really work. It was a complete failure. Overall, I would say the Paranormal Activity, the Ghost Dimension just didn't quite cut it for me. I don't know how they could possibly try to like resalvage this situation and continue the series, but I think this should be an end. It's an unfortunate end, but I honestly can't say I would recommend seeing this movie. I mean, you can see it if you want, but you'll just be tortured, possibly by Toad. I would give this 0 hearts on the heart rate scale. So let me know in the comments what you guys thought of Paranormal Activity, the Ghost Dimension. If you did like this series, which movie was your favorite? As always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got more movie reviews, movie updates. Come back every week for a Trail Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, and I will see you guys later.